The entertainment industry and fans worldwide are mourning the profound loss of Julian McMahon, the extraordinarily gifted Australian actor whose remarkable career spanned over 30 years and left an indelible mark on both television and film. At the heartbreakingly young age of 56, McMahon passed away on July 2nd in Clearwater, Florida, after a private but courageous battle with cancer. His devoted wife Kelly McMahon shared the devastating news on July 4th, creating a poignant juxtaposition between the national celebration of independence and the personal grief of losing such a luminous talent. In her moving statement, Kelly painted a vivid portrait of her husband as a man who approached every aspect of life with unparalleled passion and dedication, whether it was his craft, his family, or the fans who adored him. She revealed that his deepest desire was simply to bring more joy into the world, a mission he fulfilled through every role he played and every life he touched. McMahon's journey to becoming one of Hollywood's most compelling actors was anything but conventional. Born in Sydney on July 27, 1968 into Australian political royalty as the son of former Prime Minister Sir William McMahon and socialite Lady Sonia McMahon, he grew up surrounded by both the machinations of power and the creative arts. This unique upbringing, balancing the strategic thinking of politics with his mother's love of theater and fashion, would later inform his ability to portray complex characters with both intellectual depth and emotional resonance. His early career as one of Australia's most sought-after models in the late 1980s might have satisfied many young men, but McMahon yearned for something more substantial. A chance encounter with theater in New York sparked an epiphany that would change his life. He didn't just want to be looked at. He wanted to make people feel something profound. This realization led him to pursue acting with the same intensity he would later bring to his most memorable roles. His transition to American television in the mid-1990s demonstrated both his determination and his remarkable versatility. Starting with small roles in shows like Another World and Profiler, McMahon used each opportunity to hone his craft and adapt to American production styles. His breakthrough came when he was cast as the demonic Cole Turner in Charmed, 2000 to 2003, a role that could have been a one-dimensional villain but which McMahon transformed into one of supernatural television's most complex characters. As the half-demon torn between his dark destiny and his love for Phoebe Alyssa Milano, McMahon brought a heartbreaking vulnerability to the role that elevated the series and created one of its most enduring romantic storylines. The emotional depth he brought to Cole's tragic arc, particularly in scenes where the character begs to be killed rather than lose himself to evil, showcased McMahon's extraordinary ability to find humanity in even the most fantastical circumstances. However, it was his career-defining role as plastic surgeon Dr. Christian Troy in FX's groundbreaking drama Nip Tuck, 2003 to 2010, that cemented McMahon's status as one of television's most compelling actors. Created by Ryan Murphy years before his work on Glee or American Horror Story, the series pushed boundaries in its unflinching exploration of beauty, morality, and identity in contemporary America. As Christian Troy, McMahon created a character, a breathtaking complexity, a brilliant surgeon whose godlike ability to reshape human bodies masked deep spiritual emptiness. With his piercing blue eyes, razor-sharp cheekbones, and a smile that could charm or chill in equal measure, McMahon made Christian simultaneously repellent and irresistible, layering the character with contradictions that continually surprised viewers. His Golden Globe-nominated performance included some of the most powerful moments in television drama. From Christian's breakdown after operating on his own son, to his twisted obsession with the mysterious Ava Moore Famke Janssen, led to one of the show's most shocking plot twists. McMahon's ability to balance Christian's arrogance with vulnerability, his cruelty with unexpected moments of tenderness, created one of television's most unforgettable anti-heroes. Never content to be typecast, McMahon then brought his magnetic presence to the blockbuster arena as the iconic Marvel villain Dr. Doom in Fantastic Four 2005 and Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer 2007. In an era before Marvel Studios became the dominant force in cinema, McMahon's portrayal of Victor Von Doom set a new standard for comic book villains. Rather than playing the character as a simple megalomaniac, McMahon created a nuanced antagonist, a brilliant scientist whose tragic accident and disfigurement twist his genius into something dangerous. His doom spoke in measured tones, his anger simmering beneath a veneer of aristocratic control, making him far more terrifying than any scenery-chewing villain could be. The now iconic scene where Doom, having gained electromagnetic powers, calmly walks through a hail of bullets while quoting Nietzsche, "What does not kill me makes me stronger," remains one of the most chilling moments in superhero cinema. McMahon brought unexpected depth to Doom's rivalry with Reed Richards' Jon Griffith, framing it not just as good versus evil, but as a tragic clash between two brilliant minds who took radically different paths. Throughout his career, McMahon continued to demonstrate his remarkable range across various projects. He starred as FBI agent Will Bowman in the sci-fi series FBI: Most Wanted, showcasing his ability to anchor a procedural drama with emotional weight while adding layers of paternal vulnerability to the action-packed series. But it was his final role as Prime Minister Stephen Roos in Netflix's The Residents that now feels particularly poignant. The political thriller about an Australian PM navigating a national crisis allowed McMahon to explore themes of power, legacy, and responsibility that resonated deeply with his personal history as the son of a former prime minister. Those who worked with him on set noted how particularly invested he was in this character, perhaps sensing on some level that it would be his final performance. In one especially powerful scene, his character delivers a speech about the weight of history and the importance of leaving a meaningful legacy, words that now carry added significance in light of McMahon's passing. For all his professional accomplishments, those closest to Julian McMahon consistently emphasized that his greatest roles were those he played off camera as a devoted husband, loving father, and loyal friend. His marriage to Kelly was the foundation of his life, with friends describing a partnership built on mutual respect, shared laughter, and quiet strength during challenging times. His relationship with his daughter Madison Elizabeth McMahon from his previous marriage to actress Brooke Burns was particularly special. Despite the demands of his career, McMahon made sure to be present for all the important moments, understanding that his most meaningful legacy would be the love he left behind. His generosity of spirit extended far beyond his immediate circle, with countless co-stars sharing stories about his kindness on set and his genuine interest in everyone from lead actors to production assistants. His extensive but quiet philanthropic work, particularly his support for cancer research organizations, revealed a man deeply committed to helping others even as he faced his own health challenges. As tributes pour in from around the world, what emerges is not just the portrait of a talented actor, but of a fully realized human being who happened to be extraordinarily gifted at his craft. McMahon's filmography stands as a masterclass in range, from psychological drama to superhero blockbusters, from supernatural fantasy to political thrillers. But perhaps his greatest legacy is the way he made people feel, whether it was through his performances that touched millions or his personal kindness that touched individuals. In one of his last interviews, McMahon reflected on his career with characteristic humility. "I never set out to be famous, I just wanted to tell stories that mattered." By this measure, and by every other that truly counts, his life was an extraordinary success. While the world has lost one of its brightest stars, the light of Julian McMahon's extraordinary talent and beautiful spirit will continue to shine through his work and the countless lives he touched. His was a life lived fully, a career crafted with care, and a legacy that will endure for generations to come.